systems in place that can make it happen. So if you have not sat down and really worked a game plan out, a goal, don't worry about the big number at the top. Worry about the smaller number at the bottom. If you have not done that, you are really cutting yourself short. And if you don't have it down per day, how many calls, whatever your tasks may be, you're cutting yourself short. Did I think, hey, I'm going to increase my business 43% right off the bat? No, I didn't. But it took a goal to scare the hell out of me to realize I could do it. Don't cut yourself short and just say, okay, here's what I want to do next year. No, I can get there. Pick something that scares the life out of you, and then break it down to a small number. And you would be surprised what you can do. I'm going to hit that goal next year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because now I know it's down to a manageable task. So do yourself a favor. If you have not worked up a business plan, if you have not worked up something down per day, do it. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. If you need some templates, I've got tons of business planning templates if you need it too. So don't cut yourself short. Next year is going to be a great year.
With the Mortgage Minute.
Hello. Don't really have much prepared because I thought we were going to do testimonials. Jamie's like, you don't have to talk today. I'm just kidding. I mean, business is still really good. I mean, with the end of the year winding down, holidays, you know, eating into everybody's business days and stuff, I mean, we're still cranking out files. We're meeting closing dates. So if you've still got purchases that you're trying to get done, you know, middle of January, early things, let me know. I'm willing to help with whatever I can. You know, push a buyer off the fence. Just, I'm here to help. So.
We have a testimonial because we
Okay.
prepared for that too, so.
I was just like, oh no.
Yep.
Oh, I could certainly do that. You want to finish Dawn as well? You want to jump her in there, and then I'll jump in right after both of those two. That's for sure.
They always said start out a speech with a joke, but I got something better. Real quick, and then I'm going to let Jeff talk. Title Partners is a lot like your business in that we're all about building relationships with you as individuals, but you as team members as well. And it's very, very important for us to know exactly what it is we need to do to help you with your business. And oftentimes, you know, our best critic are you, and so you can help us improve our business, but also, you know, help us give ourselves a pat on the back every once in a while. Dawn and Melissa in our office both do a wonderful job, and we thought it was very important to hear that maybe from some fellow agents. So we asked Jeff Fellows to maybe give us a testimonial on what it is we do at Title Partners and why he uses Title Partners. So Jeff.
Well, I just want to say that for those of you that don't know me, I've been doing this real estate gig for about 25 years. And one of the things that I learned a long time ago was just to try and get people surround myself with people that I trust and that I know are going to do the job. Because until just this last year, I've been a single agent and just done my own thing. I've not had the group or the team or anything even close to that. So I was forced to find people that I could make one phone call to, give them the detailed information that they need, and be 100% guaranteed that they're going to do the job. They're not going to drop the ball. And those two people are Dawn Joler and Jamie Pandolfo. They have been at, between the three of us, we've been at a total of 17 different companies. Or offices, because some of them are the same company with just different offices, okay? But that's since like what, 2000 or something, 2001, somewhere in there. 17. I was like, oh look, I'm leading the pack with 7. So anyway, you know, I remember a phone call I got from Dawn years ago when she was my processor, and I couldn't tell you which company either one of us was at the time. I just remember the phone call. And she said to me, she says, your file is done. It is complete. It is 3 weeks ahead of closing time. Yeah. Who do you know in this entire industry that has ever done that for you on any file you've ever had? And that's kind of the relationship that we've had all the time. We give each other a lot of trouble.
Yes.
But we're cool with that, and that's part of our relationship, okay? just for the record, she's been at Phoenix, which is where I met her, Commonwealth, Bankers and Lenders, Title Partners, there's another one in there we're skipping because it was a 2-week visit. The other one's Integrity, and then back to Title Partners. So I've been at Coldwell Banker Gundaker, James Andrew, GMAC Real Estate, Blake and Davis, Prudential Alliance, Coldwell Banker Gundaker, Wentzville, Coldwell Banker Gundaker, Lake St. Louis, and then Keller Williams here. Jamie's been at Equity One, Elite, Fidelity, and Belmont. Okay? And as far as Jamie's concerned, I make one phone call, it's done. It's done. Half the time you don't even know what company these people are at. But they're so good at what they do and you trust them 100%. And you know one thing, they're gonna do the job. And it doesn't matter what company they work for, because it doesn't matter. I'm not saying anything negative to any one company. It's those people that make the difference. Just like Kelly was saying, if you don't have fantastic people on your team, you're gonna have some turnover, you're gonna go through it, and you're gonna go, move on to the next person, because the team is what has to survive. It's not the individual people, it's that team that's gotta survive. I lost my train of thought for a second there, but anyway.
I've only been with 2 companies, by the way.
But
We know where to find you.
these guys are in-house and they're doing
Right.
a fantastic
Right.
job, and we don't need to go outside of that.
Right, and I mean,
Right.
just for example, Jamie Pandolfo, she's the first 3 companies that she worked for, she was their top person. And without her, the companies wouldn't survive, as evidence that both of them are closed. The third one merged with another bank in order to survive. Okay, now Delmar, she's with now, and she's rocking it. And the thing about both of these people is that they consider the job that they have to provide for us before they make their move. Like Jamie sat for hours. I mean, I knew Jamie was moving sometimes 6 months before she made the move. Dawn as well. Dawn called me. I was at a walkthrough one morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. She calls me crying, goes, "They just closed the doors."
Thurman's place.
I had her a job that day, before noon, because she's that important to me. And the job that she's done for me over the years reflects that. And and I've tried to, do the right thing by using the in-house person sometimes, and she's like giving me trouble about it many times, because at certain companies, some of those big blues to go unnamed, you end up trying to do the right thing and use their closer or use their lender or whatever, and I've done that to a point, but my rock solid base is always been Dawn and Jamie, and I know that the people that they hire are going to be rock solid, because it's a testimony of their character. So, Jess, you do a fantastic job for me. You've always been behind the scenes. She's always been behind the scenes with Jamie for, 4 or 5 years or something like that, I guess it's been. And now she's kind of coming into her own as Jamie's growing and she's getting busier and busier. She's having to bump Jess up and keep Jess in a higher profile position now in order to continue to do the job. So, I mean, I couldn't say enough for both of you. I mean, I told that to Sprague, and that's one of the reasons that I got here, when I got here, that I was very comfortable knowing the fact that I was going to come here. Because when I walk in the door, I've got the people that are my people, in my heart, they're my people, already there in a position ingrained in the environment and the culture that was already existing here. So it was just an easy step for me. It was not a big deal. So anyway, sorry, a little long-winded, I guess, but that's the deal. That's the whole thing. So any chance you get to use them, I would highly recommend it, because I will continue to. Jamie's been, God, I keep losing it. Same damn thought. I'm getting old, man, huh? Anyway, that's enough. I've talked enough. I don't need to.
The big thing that I heard him say is it's the people, it's the people, it's the people, it's the people, right?
You're only
I think
as good as the person that represents you.
That's right.
I love that, guys. I think that's huge. And, we feel like we're in business with the best, and, I'd love to see you guys support them as best you can with A-Transactions. Here's another cool piece. They also understand that they have to earn your business. I'm asking you to offer it, give them a shot, and then be wow. You think that'll happen?
It should. It should.
No question.
And the cool thing is it's convenient, it's easy, it's not to say that there's not good title companies or title closers or processors or loan officers or lenders or what have you. There's a lot of good ones out there. But it makes your business and your time so much more, it becomes so much more valuable the busier you get. And I can call Dawn and go over 5 files in one phone call. I can call Jamie and go over 3 or 4, however many buyers that are getting pre-qualified in one phone call. I make one phone call and give her the name and phone number, and I say, email me when they're ready to go and tell me whether they're up or down, good or, on or off, and what they qualify for. She'll send me a short email that says they're qualified for $300,000 to $325,000. They're going to do a conventional loan. The interest rate's going to be this. It's going to be that many term. And I can close it by such and such a date. That's all the information I need. I make a phone call to that lender before every contract I ever write. And I say, how fast can we do it? Can we meet these dates? Here's our situation. Has the rate changed? Has anything changed? Shoot me an email and an updated pre-qual letter. And it comes, and I have it in less than 15 minutes. Every time.
Leverage.
Pretty cool stuff. Guys, we're running a little over, but we had some pretty powerful stuff today. And I'm actually going to share the floor for 60 seconds with a new vendor that is going to find out if you want to spend a 9-minute investment with them in about the next 9 minutes, basically. Because it's a really cool tool. A really flippin' cool tool to go ahead and impact your clients, your sphere of influence in a positive way. Tell a little bit more about what's up.
Good morning, my name is Mark Norman, and I'm with Finwell Group. We're a local company right on Lake St. Louis, just down Highway N. We've developed a new gift called Life in a Box. What this is, it combines client appreciation with client acquisition. I've heard a lot today about lead acquisition and how that needs to be a priority. I can show you how I can really simplify that process for you, but at the same time, you'll have something that your clients, when we give it to them, will truly appreciate and will use. So if you'll just give me an item in 9 minutes, give me 5. I'll show you this.
We're already running over.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so I'll tell you what, for those of you guys that want to get running, you guys have other things to do, we're going to take a 1-minute break, and then Mark, you're going to have the floor, and you're going to dive in. Sound good?
That sounds great. Thanks, John.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
And everybody needs to call Grandma's Cookies and order her pictures for Brian's sister. Christmas presents.
You know what,
Mark, you want to kind of come on up?
How'd you bring me?
good luck to
I am doing real estate.
All right, guys, let's settle in. Settle in. Mark's going to go ahead and show you for 5 minutes exactly what his product can do for you and your clients. Can we all grab a seat real quick? Let's go. Mark, give me this view. Tell me more about this. How's this going to help you? Yeah.
All right. Life in a box. What this is, I'm going to give you a high-level view because we're going to come back. I'm going to be back in mid-January where we'll put on an actual demo and get more in depth of what this is. Anybody that attends this meeting in mid-January, you get one to use for yourself. Okay? This is what it is in a nutshell. And I promise I'll keep it to 5, so I'm looking at the clock. I'm starting now. What if you could give your client something that would help them simplify their lives, protect their family, and strengthen their situation? And what if it was something that they could use for the rest of their lives? Would you be interested in something like that? What this is, in a nutshell, is this provides A, identity theft protection for the entire household. Both fraud resolution as well as reimbursement if something were to happen. Not just for the person buying the house, but for the entire household, kids included. Number 2, it includes, has anybody heard of LegalZoom? Yes? This is LegalZoom Lite. We developed it. It's our proprietary technology that's in it that allows your client to go through and build a last will, living will, and power of attorney as many times as they want to for themselves, for their family members. Okay? Number 3, it includes a dashboard. It's called financial aggregation, but let me really simplify it. It goes out and scrapes all of your financial accounts and brings that data into one dashboard. All of your credit cards, car loans, home loan, 401ks, bank accounts, checking accounts, savings accounts, everything that you have that's financially related, brings it into one dashboard that you can see your entire financial life that updates every 20 minutes. It monitors all your financial accounts. It's like you can set alerts if something were to go wrong. What if somebody gets into your bank account? What if you have an ID theft issue and they get into your bank account, they start emptying your bank account? You can set alerts, it'll alert you on your smartphone immediately that something's happening. Okay? In addition to that, it also has an iPhone app that comes with it. Why is this good? For people that have a lot of assets, they like to manage their assets, and a lot of times they have to go to a lot of different places. For the new first-time home buyers, what do they need more than anything? Budget. It has a budget tool in it that as they're spending, it will allocate those dollars automatically into a budget for them. They no longer have to do a budget anymore. It does it for them. They can set alerts to let them know when they're 99% of Walmart with 89% of the month left. So it's also good for the folks that have kids that are going to college and are out of town with a credit card. Okay. Last thing it has is something called Member Perks. So really laugh, but Member Perks is a highlight because what it allows the user to do is go online and do online shopping. It includes 30,000 different merchants. Okay, it's part of corporate perks, and basically it's bringing the perks that MasterCard gets to the everyday folk. Okay, and I'll give you an example. Restaurants.com is part of that. If you go into Restaurants.com and you see El Gabe in Winsville, and El Gabe has a $25 gift card that you can get at Restaurants.com for $10. Through Member Perks, you get it for $3.
Oh.
That gives you a good example. And it includes everything: travel, merchandise, everything you can dream. So these are, and one other thing that is included with this that will tie into what it's going to do for you is that there's a 700-page resource website that's part of this called the Fiscal Fitness Club. It is a one-stop resource they can go to answer any and all questions they have that are financially related. It includes games For kids that you're trying to increase their financial literacy, it includes Ask Your Expert, where it gives them access to a lawyer, financial advisor, an accountant, even a study coach. Somebody has kids in school that are preparing to take the ACT or aren't doing so well. They just type their question, they get a response. Doesn't cost them anything. Okay? What is this going to do for you? I've got 2 minutes left. Right? What this does for you is part of the Fiscal Fitness Club is we send out newsletters twice a month. They are informational newsletters. We're not selling anything. It's very topical. What's going on today? All right? And what you can do about it. And we get a very, very high open rate and a very high click-through rate, and very seldomly does anybody ever opt out. Because we're not selling anything. Well, your brand is on the top of that newsletter. All right. Your name, your brand, twice a month. We were talking about 20% priority. We're talking about exposure, drip campaign. This is it. This takes your brand, and it is a built-in drip campaign that you do not have to do. It is done for you. 4 times a year, an announcement will go out that is relative to the real estate industry. We put that together, you don't have to do it. But the click-through at the bottom goes to your site. Okay? And the click-through banner goes to your site as well. It keeps you in front of your past clients. But it doesn't just stop there. The website that we have, your banner is on all 700 pages of the website. It's conditional logic. When your client walks in, it recognizes that's John's client. John's banner appears. His contact information, his picture, his brand appears at the top. Okay? Why is this important? Again, it's exposure, exposure, exposure. In a non